going, people? It is Liam Catterson here, and we're reacting to episode 3 for season 6 for Lucifer. I'm looking forward to getting into this episode and continuing the season, which has been a good start so far. I would say season 5 has been the better season in terms of starting points, but we'll just have to wait and see how the rest of this season fares. It might have an outstanding conclusion to what has been a fantastic show. We shall wait and see. But yes, we had a bit of focus on Ella and the new character Carol in the last episode, especially with both characters having a difficult past of sorts. And of course, we know that Ella's been shrouded in a very difficult place since season 4, if anything. Pete didn't really exactly help matters, and we saw the ramifications of that coming into the last episode when Carol showed that attraction for her. And, there was a side of Ella that wanted to give this a shot, but there was also a side of her holding her back, not wanting to be hurt again, which it is very understandable. But they managed to get together in the end, seemingly, with the fact that Carol doesn't really have any skeletons in his closet, just chinos. So, yes, we're rooting for them too, and hoping that they can make each other happy and, give each other the best push forward that they rightfully deserve. So yes, but we also had a full look-see at our new antagonist for this season as she went to approach Dan, considering the fact that he's the closest person in hell at the minute that's really gotten a shot at Lucifer, since she seemingly has it out for Lucifer. So yes, we got a sneak peek of her at the ending of episode 1, but like I said, we got a full look-see in episode 2, and of course I had my theory hat on in regards to who she could be, because she had some very specific wording similar to Lucifer in the last episode, as well as the fact that there is the whole rebellious child waging war against God. Well, Lucifer's yet to become God, but he will ascend at some point this season, surely. So yes, but does that remind you of anything? So, yeah, there was me thinking that she could be his daughter, because I don't think they're going to go the sibling route, especially with season 5, they had Michael, and they're not going to have that repeat itself, surely, for season 6. So, yes, but we'll just have to wait and see. I don't suspect they'll drag this mystique out for too long, considering season 6 only has 10 episodes. So, yes, and you'll want to build the antagonist, won't you? So, yeah, I expect within the next couple of episodes we're going to get a full identity about who this new antagonist is. So, yes, but yeah, I'm looking forward to getting into this episode. So, with that said, let's get into episode number 3 for season 6 of Lucifer. Let's go.
I'm journaling.
She's right about Lucifer. I love it.
For something to fulfill me, and I've found this works.
Is this feeding on her preference to...
You should write in your journal that you were wrong.
It
It was your idea to help someone I didn't care about, to prove I could be God. I want to fall into the trap of caring about someone again, so who better to help than someone I hate? Oh, Doctor, you're a genius. This totally makes up for your earlier bad advice.
What was his name? Why was he horrid? Do you remember anything else about the case?
I think this was the first crime of the week, wasn't it? With Lucifer. Poor Linda.
Ready to reveal it just yet, because I think it might make me sound a bit kooks.
You never
really
know.
Want to know.
I respect your privacy, Miss Lopez. Besides, I'm working on something very important myself. And
she's got to find out this
I'm
season.
looking for a criminal who should still be alive, and you've described him to a T.
Well, I hate to tell you this, but he died a year ago in a mental hospital.
Yeah, I know that too, so I'm just going to pop down to hell to see him. It's almost easier this way, really.
Oh, shoot. Okay.
So when do we leave?
Wait, Chloe's going to... Wait, what? No way. No way.
This is a terrible idea. Worst I've heard since some genius decided to cancel Bones.
Why?
My start. That show was a perfect combination of procedure and banter.
No, I mean, Lucifer. I'm talking about me going
Wasn't
down
Bones
to
a
hell.
Fox show as well? That's another jab there.
There's a crazy angel here. She's gonna kill you. Lucifer, you're
Dan!
There's an evil, mean murder angel right here.
Oh, Dan.
I'm foiling your plan. I fooled you, didn't I? Huh?
You thought I'd help you
So
kill
happy
Lucifer,
for
but I
Dad.
learned a lesson. I'm not here to help you. I'm here to stop you.
And how are you going to do that?
Oh!
What the hell?
Anyway, clearly Lucifer's not home. But I can wait. I'd say pull up a chair, but you know.
Give ghosts that comfort. The first time in hell. And only time. Wouldn't wander too far, but I'm assuming this is Jimmy's door.
I meant a deal, but apparently that's it.
That's me.
That's your full name.
God given.
Not so subtle. Oh my god, a
I'm
Menadil!
Officer Harris.
And you thought my name was weird. Because officer is,
Good
It's gonna
news
be
is,
something they're not gonna
I shall be
expect.
in complete control.
What the fuck? What the fuck?
No, this is terrible.
Because you broke Jimmy Barnes' brain?
I'm a smoothie. Nothing.
Oh, I'm sure it won't stay that way. Right?
Yes!
Right, of course.
Ooh,
This is so good.
So weird. Wait, is this quite the entrance?
Is that supposed to be me? Allow me to
Yes.
introduce myself. Lucifer.
Even voiced by, you know, Tom Ellis in a very quirky
And his
way.
chin definitely looks like a butt. You know what? Screw Jimmy Barnes, I'm out.
Lucifer.
I love how composed Chloe is, and Lucifer's just losing his mind.
Oh. It's, yeah, there's nothing, nothing down there.
Yo!
Listen, I know her.
No, you don't.
Maze?
Random dude I've never met.
I'm sorry. I don't know what she's doing or why
Just
she's
a
doing
random
it.
criminal.
Damn it, Amenadiel. Had this.
We didn't have anything, Maze.
Guess this is some crazy plan of hers to somehow make me look good?
Well, she made you look good by committing vandalism, which is illegal.
Right, but
Would they not know
It is
Maze
just graffiti,
with
though, right?
how she just pops by the precinct every so often?
Next up, you're going through some stuff. There's good people here. They might be able to give you the help you need.
There's that heart there.
Tough. What the hell is this?
This is police work.
Okay, that is a little abridged, but me again. Shall we interrupt this tirade?
Oh, I love that.
Is this, a wedding or... excuse me? I'm in the middle of, doing one of my performances.
Oh, shh! Oh, in the jewels!
All right, let's do this.
Nuts in the nuts! Bingo! Really hard. Very good, Chloe.
Oh!
Apple juice. Well, this place can go itself. Whiskey. But if you don't mind...
Gonna go somewhere worse?
Since this hell loop is broken, I fear the only way out is in. We need to go deeper, get to the real source of it all.
Yeah, this is...
Come on,
Uh-oh.
Jimmy.
Oh!
Show me your real hell.
Love that transition there. That has to be, like, this has to be coding something. That transition was sick as well.
It's gonna be a bloodbath. For you.
Oh, yeah?
I mean, come on. The dude's the king of hell. He's super
I don't want to
strong,
be
and
that
invulnerable.
guy, but how can the floor
He's
make
basically the most
footsteps if
dangerous
he's a
being in the entire
ghost?
universe. How the hell do you plan to fight that?
Oh,
Oh,
I was-
wow, you have wings.
I was gonna say,
Lucifer's
they
got
look
him too. What would you do,
knives-ish.
fan him to death?
In that case.
I meant to you, to your feelings.
Yep, she's definitely the rebellious child. I definitely... definitely said she's the daughter.
Touch of the surreal can do wonders for the torture. Oh, speaking of torture. Guyliner. Really? What were they thinking?
Captain Hook has left the chat.
Hey, a toast to Wednesday's Child's first single. Truth is, you're only holding me back. Holding me back.
Oh.
Is that normal?
Absolutely not.
You're only holding me back. That's one of the things the devil monster said to Jimmy in the cartoon, remember?
Indeed.
I'm wondering if this is an anchor for something.
Maybe his first client?
I don't know. And whoever she is, she hurt him. Rejected him.
I feel like she was
I think I see what's going on here.
Oh.
Who are you?
Him to be who
You're
he
afraid
was.
of being abandoned, so you pushed her away before she could do it to you.
Shit.
You don't get it.
Jimmy, and everything will be fine. I'll be right back.
Oh, wait a second. Did she come back though?
He's only holding you back.
Oh.
She's coming back! Please! No! She's coming back! Stop!
Shit.
Wait, do you have your control back?
I think so. I think cracking down to the root of Jimmy's issues kind of helped.
I don't want her to go.
For the time being, this will have to suffice.
Gee, this is hitting deep. Oh.
Does this mean?
I think so. Ironically, we're in hell, and finally I'm ready to be God.
The irony is there. So let's wipe those smiles off our faces.
Where's Daniel?
Woohoo!
I will not make fun of you. I promise.
I don't believe you.
You shouldn't.
I mean, this is it though. This is a very, very big thing for Amenadel.
I have no idea who you are.
Wait, is she making him bleed?
You're not one of my siblings. Who are you?
Daughter.
I'm your daughter!
Yeah. Yep. Well, this is gonna be interesting to digest. So does that mean, I don't know, Lucifer and Chloe made a child? I don't know. But the suspicions were there, so yeah. It's funny though, because like with Dan, when she brought him to Earth, Dan was like, "Watch out!" Lucifer wasn't there, and the element wasn't good. The element of surprise wasn't going to be taken there. So yeah, but man, what a crazy episode emotionally that was. It was hysterical, and it got sad. Like I kind of like the idea that there was just humor galore through the cartoon aspects of this. But then, of course, there was a more sadder reasoning to the cartoons, especially when we transition to the live action sequences in Hell. So, yeah. But man, what a crazy episode. That definitely was my favorite episode so far for season 6. It'll be very, very interesting to see how this discussion goes down with Lucifer and his daughter, considering the fact that she, as we found out in episode 2, has it out for Lucifer, and now father and daughter get to unite. So yeah, it will be very interesting to see what does happen, because I think this is a great time, especially with Lucifer feeling like he is ready to take on the helm of being God. It will be very, very interesting to see what all the hubbub is about. I do suspect that she is I don't know though, because I don't think they're going to have some kind of secret storyline where Lucifer bedded someone and someone else, and yeah. I mean, we could do, because we need to have our Dexter drama, right? But I don't think they're going to have something that kind of complex with several episodes to go. So I do suspect she could be a product of Lucifer and, Lucifer and Chloe's kid. So yeah, but we'll just have to wait and see. But I really loved it. I loved the hilarity that there was with the kind of Hanna-Barbera cartoon element. I did say Looney Tunes at first, but it makes sense. They styled Lucifer and Chloe being in that loop in a Hanna-Barbera-esque pattern, especially with how Jimmy took comfort in the cartoons when he was a kid. How they managed to make the scenario with Lucifer and Chloe being animated fit well in Jimmy's comfort and whatnot was really well done, because it was very, very baffling at first and it was hilarious, but it gets sadder when the story progresses. And when you think about how Jimmy took comfort into the cartoons, it really, especially being at a kid, and especially since from then he just had that fear of abandonment and whatnot. It works well and is very, very heartbreaking, especially when Lucifer reflected on him and felt so much sorrow for him. So yeah, like you said, I really like the idea that he, even though it doesn't excuse what he's done, there is a reason why he has his flaws. There is that fear of abandonment, and something like being abandoned by your mother and having child protection services come and get you can really mess you up. So yeah, I kind of like the idea that the last episode had that worry of being attached to someone, and in this episode there was kind of the opposite in a sense. There was that worry of being alone. So obviously it's a different circumstance to what Ella and Carol were going through in the last episode, but it still has that whole having someone mantra, I guess. Jimmy never had his mother when she abandoned him, and there's that fear that presented itself throughout the rest of his life, that he would be abandoned, to the point where he would push people out of his life. And that would cancel out any kind of suffering from abandonment. So it's a very, very complex mind state that he was in, and it stems from Jimmy being abandoned by his mother. So and yeah, it was this effort to not feel this way again. So it really does break your heart. So yeah, you do like the way that Lucifer softly spoke regarding Jimmy and had that empathy for him was just very heart-shattering, as well as the fact that he's just a kid at the end of the day, and the fact that his mother abandoned him, which marked him significantly. That was the catalyst, because of course you had stuff like the wedding, which was like a coating of sorts. He was trying to mask his guilt, if anything. It just really does shake you, really. So yeah, especially when he kept hearing the words, "Oh, he's holding you back," and that's going to spiral you into that depression, really. So and when you have people that keep walking out on you and all of that, it does haunt you, and especially since it started from his mother, and then there was that guy who forced his mother to leave, if anything, I'm guessing, given by the kind of hostile comments, oh, he's holding you back, etc. So, yeah, but still, it still damages the kid's mindset, and we saw the extent of that. So not just in this episode, but of course episode 1. So yeah, I can't believe how many callbacks they're doing to the first season, if anything, to be fair, because it's very, very interesting, specifically episode 1, because there have been quite a few references to episode 1 in these past 3 episodes. I mean, I guess it kind of makes sense with this being the final season, obviously, but it is really, really interesting to see, like even in the Hell Loop, we had the wedding scenario, which now pays heavy relevancy to Jimmy's issues. But obviously that was not the biggest amount of concern, but it does relate in a sense, doesn't it? That was not the seed that sprung his abandonment issues. It was his mother. So yeah, but it was all part of a system. It was all linked, because it's all part of the same message. He's only holding you back. So yeah, but still, I digress. I am really loving how there is quite the few references there have been so far with season 1. It's just really insane. But yeah, I think it wasn't going to be as insane as the animation. I just really loved it. It was really, really hysterical, especially the bit where Lucifer was censored and his whiskey turned into what, apple juice. That had me dead. I haven't laughed. I guess I haven't laughed that hard in quite some time. It was just that gold. It was just really, really amazing stuff to see. And I really liked how this, we know with season 5, Lucifer has had its share of creativity, which is all well and good. But I really loved how this wasn't forced. If anything, this had an explanation. And we know that hell loops can be, quite something. So to style a hell loop in a Hanna-Barbera-esque environment, it makes sense with, Jimmy's issues. That's his comfort and whatnot. But it works so well in terms of, having a bit of creativity to Lucifer, because we had the noir episode, we had the musical episode, this had quite a bit of it in cartoon form. So I really loved it. I really loved how Lucifer became so empathizing with Jimmy, and there was that irony that, he hated Jimmy, and he grew to empathize with him, and being in hell gave him that resolution that he is ready to become God. So though he might need to sort his daughter out first, so I have a feeling that you expect him to be on his way to ascending, I guess, and then his daughter of course shows up. That's going to put the pause on his ascension. So yeah, and I'm really interested in seeing how this changes the landscape in terms of Lucifer and hell, really, because he hates Jimmy so much, and yet he walked away from this with a gut punch in the stomach, realize it. Like, he even said it himself. Yes, it doesn't excuse the shit he's done, but he still feels so bad for him, and there's still a gut punch, isn't there? So yeah, but we had Chloe as well. There is a really concerning element in terms of Chloe, like especially with how she was ready to take the risk and go to hell. Like, there was no telling if she would come back or not. Like, well, there was from the viewer, I guess, because you're not going to do that to Chloe and then just be like, well, she's dead, bye. But in terms of an in-character perspective, especially when you consider there is Trixie and she's willing to throw it all away to just assist Lucifer, which, I mean, yeah, I have a feeling this, that the necklace is doing a Frodo Baggins on her in a sense. Like, there is that corruption. So I don't know, the way she's been acting and whatnot, it is shaping her personality in a different way. And there is this kind of what's the word? There is this kind of recklessness in terms of her thought process, like going to hell. Like Lucifer said, you might not come back from this because you're human. So, and she's like, I want to go. So yeah, I mean, I did like the fact that we glanced over to his, I guess, old throne now, because he's ready to go up. But and there was that pain that came from Chloe in regards to, because obviously there was that thousands of years he spent between seasons 4 and 5, and there's that pain, especially with how lonely it looks. So yeah, but there is a difference in Chloe's personality. We saw that in the last episode when she's like, okay, Mace, let's go. Let's go. I'm yeah. And then Maze was like, I'm done. I need to, yeah. And Chloe was like, oh, well, that sucks. I want to go again. So, yeah, I am really concerned about how this is going to warp Chloe potentially. And this might have some very consequential elements further down the line this season. So, yeah. But we also had Amenadel as well. Who took his first day on the job, honouring Dan, of course. Obviously, this is a big deal for him. But, yeah, we had Amenadel's mentor, I guess, go through the ropes and whatnot, and gives him that, I don't know, inspirational touch. Like, she wants to send that message that the police are there for people and want to make them better, of course. And she was essentially putting Amenadel through a bit of an assessment to see how he would do. And thankfully, she's got, like, you couldn't ask for a better person, I guess, than Amenadel. So yeah, of course there was Maze there. But I feel like that ending bit, like, she wants to look out for Amenadel, is pretty much a blessing, if anything. So I really, really liked Amenadel's, like I said, little bit honouring Dan. But there was, and speaking of Dan, yes, I really, really loved how he immediately was like, Lucifer, yeah, your daughter's about to, off you. So yeah, he played her, which was really, really great stuff, because you did worry that he'd fall back into the trap of being someone's punching bag naively, and yeah, basically do something reckless and whatnot. But yeah, he wanted to play Lucifer's daughter like a fiddle. I mean, sadly it didn't work because Lucifer was not there, and the fact that he's a ghost as well. So yeah, but it does suck. And yeah, I guess this is why Dan, obviously he's not able to return to Earth and whatnot. No one else is going to see him that isn't a celestial. So yeah, but it was really, really good to have Dan, just like, we know what his intentions are. He knows that he feels like he even said in the last episode that shooting Lucifer, because Michael manipulated him, it haunts him, and he doesn't want to be someone's manipulation product again. So we know his priorities, and we bless Dan. So yes, but I'm very interested to know his role this season, of course. So yeah, thank God Dan wasn't going to betray Lucifer whatsoever. But yes, superb episode, my favorite of the season so far. Very quirky, but also very emotional as well. So yes, and it's great that we didn't linger the mystery too long regarding Lucifer's daughter. I'm very interested to see how that plays out for the rest of the season, and an explanation on a lot of other things as well. But yeah, should be a very, very interesting season. So yeah, I will see you guys next time. Hope you guys enjoyed this reaction. You can check my videos on the right if you want to check out more of my content. You can also subscribe to my Media Feeds channel if you want to. Hope you guys enjoyed this reaction. Hope you guys take care, and I will see you guys next time. Toodles!